Butch Vig, of course, is the drummer for Garbage and producer extraordinaire. Check out AVID.com for more information. Thanks.
Couple more minutes with Butch Vig. Question right there in the back. Look, go ahead.
Sorry, another Smashing Pumpkins question. This guy made me think of it. On those early records, you hear a lot about Billy Corgan talking about how it was mostly him and Jimmy on the records, and he did a lot of the additional guitar and bass work. Was that a point of conflict while you were doing the recording, or did he just make a producer's call and go back and do that afterwards? Was that, if it was tense and infighting with the band, how'd you deal with that?
Well, Smashing Pumpkins were a great band. If you ever saw them live, they're all badass players. But Billy Corgan is a better guitar player than James, and he's a better bass player than Darcy. So we would track a song and we would record it, trying to make sure we had a really good feel for it. But primarily, I was listening to make sure we got a killer drum take by Jimmy Chamberlin. Then we would usually go back and overdub everything, and Billy was just better at redoing the guitars and bass. There was, on both Gish and on Siamese Dream, Darcy and James played a little bit, but it's over 90% Billy. You know, because he's a phenomenal musician. And there was conflict. I think the band always, they felt like, well, we are good enough to do it. And like I said, Darcy and James are amazing musicians. And there were times where I would sit in the studio and give them the time to do that. And I'd say, at the end of the day, you can track a part, but I think Billy's going to want to come in, and I want to see if he can beat it. You know, so at least they had an opportunity to do that. And there were some times when I chose Darcy's part or I chose James over Billy's, but to say there was conflict in that band, that's not the only reason there was conflict. There were a lot of things that was pulling at Smashing Pumpkins, and we managed to make it. I made it through, three album cycles with them, or 2 album cycles and a B-side bonus track cycle, and a bunch of singles and things. And they were always on the verge of exploding or imploding, I guess.
2 more questions, and then we'll give you a chance to come up, take a picture, grab a T-shirt, do whatever. Let's go right there.
Hello, Mr. Vig. How would you deal with conflicts with bands?
Oh, no, sorry.
Oh, that for me?
Yeah.
I think they're great. I mean, you show me a happy, wonderful person, I'll show you a person with no creativity. Creativity needs pushback from life. It needs a little difficulty.